In other words, how can we more understand all these concepts that are so high?
I recall a situation, a lady that I met who was doing a PhD at Tel Aviv University on the subject of gerontology at old age, and even extreme old age, and that their loss of cognitive function, that their and the causes for it. And she said, and I would have guessed that also, but she made it clear that it's been now proven that elderly don't have a lot of less. They have the ability to learn and to memorize and to function and to even to learn new things very well. That what stops them are things like they don't hear, or they can't see, or they can't get up to do, and those situations cause other situations where, because they don't hear, they no longer engage, and therefore they're no longer stimulated, and therefore they no longer talk about certain subjects, so they naturally forget because they're not stimulating the neurons because of a secondary or for some other reason. So when their hearing aids are improved, or when they have a robotic knee that can help them, because they could otherwise get up and down very well, but just for their knees. So one can intervene in a very surgical way, and create a big difference, and then people who don't die of boredom because their minds are stultifying because they can't hear, they can all of a sudden hear, and they become all the skills that a person has and all their abilities that they have gathered over all their lives, and it's at the access, and they're young again. They don't even have to get up. They can function, they can hear, they can engage. So then you have another layer, incredible layer of the elderly who can then contribute, and wow, who knows what that will happen when the tools, there is longevity, and people will live healthily for longer, and there will be a capacity for sharing. And I think that the industries for the elderly are going to be incredible, not only for the elderly, but integration of the elderly, the third age, however one calls it, and integration generally of everybody, from all components. Differences are going to be valuable commodities. The coordinates, the exotic coordinates of the most nuanced types is going to be, in the age of AI, it'll be needed in some way or other, one would presume. And if they're not needed, then there can be a market made for it, as reality is how we create it. Again, the protocols of creating our reality, they should be referred to very carefully.